Konnichiwa minasan, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hajimemashite, I am Reina Scully coming to you from Japan. So, it is out. It's finally out there in public, and I'm talking about my new show with First We Feast called Gochi Gang. The trailer is up and available for viewing on their channel. I've also linked it below, so please check it out if you haven't already, because this was the most ambitious and possibly one of the most important shoots I've ever done in my entire career. This shoot was a lot of firsts for me. It was my first time shooting in New York City, which is deeply personal to me because I grew up right across the river in New Jersey, and it was my first time working with food on camera, Japanese food nonetheless, and it was my first time working with a crew of that size, and honestly, it was my first time working with some of the biggest legends out there. And this was also a very big learning experience for me personally. A lot of the shoot was surprisingly done in Japanese, mainly because a lot of the chefs did not speak any English, and it was really difficult switching back and forth between two languages, especially when you're trying to speak formal, cordial, broadcast savvy Japanese. I did my best though, so I really hope that shows. And as I mentioned before, this was my first time working with food on camera, so it was really hard trying to find a way to describe food eloquently while trying not to look gross, chewing and eating. You really have to pay attention to every aspect of yourself and the food that you are describing, and all this is happening while there are like 5 or 6 very big, very expensive cameras rolling around you depending on the scene. There's also humongous lighting equipment, and the rigs are really big, and all of this is taking place in like a tiny restaurant space. There is so much that goes on behind the scenes with food shows, and so many different shots are needed for a simple cut. I always knew it was a difficult process, but being a part of it was extremely surreal. I now have even more respect for anyone that works on this type of show. The end result makes it look like it's so easy and smooth, but it is really not. It takes so much effort to make it look that gorgeous in the end. So I always wanted to work with food. I obviously love food. I cook every single day at home, and before I started this career on YouTube, I worked in many different restaurants of varying levels, and I always loved it. I was a restaurant manager, I was a kitchen lead, I was an apprentice pastry chef, a server, a maitre d', and my first job ever at 15 was at a Chinese takeout place. A lot of people hate the idea of working in a restaurant once they've experienced it or once they've graduated from it, so to speak, but that is so not the case for me. I genuinely still love the idea of it, and honestly, if my current career, God forbid, ever came to an end, I would happily go back to working in a restaurant. That being said, the fact that all the stars aligned and I somehow got to blend my hosting career with a high-level food show that showcases Japanese food nonetheless is so incredibly lucky. I am so freakishly lucky, and I can't thank First We Feast enough for giving me this opportunity. I also want to take this time to thank Jackson, who was the director of Gochi Gang, who worked tirelessly to make all of this happen. I want to thank Chris, the boss man, who genuinely believed in this and turned it all into a reality. Tara, my makeup artist, who I spent every single day with, a lot of time with. Thank you so much. I owe all of my on-camera looks to you. And of course, thank you to the crew. None of this is possible without you. Thank you, Lawrence, Dave, Victoria, Bill, Dustin, Kathy, Dom, Rob, Zach. I am so sorry if I forgot any of you. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Alright, so the trailer is up and the first episode will be going up the following week. I will be talking about it non-stop on my social media, like on my Instagram or my Twitter, so if you follow me there is no way you can miss it. And I'm sure if you saw the trailer already you could tell, but the guest list is wild. I really think it's gonna blow your mind. Yet another reason why you have to watch it. And that is it for now. If you've seen the trailer, please let me know in the comments section what you think of it, and please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will otherwise see you on First We Feast. And now here is a short reaction video to my seeing the trailer for the first time ever. Okay, this is the first time I'm seeing the Gochi gang trailer. I'm so nervous. Okay.
There it is.
Oh, there it's happening already.
We better get our food soon. I'm about to eat my thumb.
Hey guys, this is Reina Scully. I'm a YouTuber, anime producer, and
Oh, wow.
food lover living in Japan.
It doesn't even sound like me.
Japan is home to one of the world's most celebrated food cultures. Now, I'm in New York City to enjoy some of my favorite Japanese comfort foods in the US. Sushi and ramen have already gone global, but I want to show you the wider world of Japanese comfort cooking.
It's one of the things that I will always love so much about Japanese culture as it relates to food is that there is a soulfulness to it.
From street food staples like okonomiyaki
Whenever I go somewhere, I want to explore the local culture, and there's nothing better than street food.
to bank account busting meals like wagyu. This is the fabled $85 sando.
You had me at $85 sandwich.
To more traditional delicacies like unagi. I'm diving headfirst into some of Japan's most fascinating foodways.
In Japan, they do Italian food better than the Italians do in Italy.
Oh my god, can you say that?
I'm super interested in the giant taco. Can we open it?
$350 per steak.
That's intimidating.
I'm meeting a few friends and Japanese food obsessives along the way.
First time having yakisoba, I tasted it, and it's like eating for the first time in my life.
And even exploring how food plays a role in some of my favorite anime.
Everybody in Wu-Tang Clan came up on a Wu-Tang collection. Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Dragon Ball Z. This is our Wu-Tang collection.
The attention they pay to the food in the anime now is like absurd. It's amazing.
Gochi Gang is coming and I can't wait to eat with all of you.
All right, cheers to the chef, good food, and good company.
As we say in Japan, gochisou-sama deshita. Thank you for this meal.
Oh my god. Ganbatta. It looks so good.